The first Dying Light was one of my favorite zombie games of all time, though its unequivocal atmosphere, engaging gameplay, and somewhat over-the-top characters. It gave a sense of freshness in a time when zombie games were signaling coming out almost every week. I'm excited to say that Dying Light 2, after spending more than 14 hours with it, gave me the same feelings. Not even better with everything it does and improves over the first one. I recently got a chance to play the game early thanks to a review copy kindly provided by Techland, so here's my full review and first impressions of Dying Light 2. Right from the start, Dying Light 2 makes a point to set itself apart from its predecessor. While the first game had a rather slower start with the tower stories, the second one throws you right into the action from the very beginning. Your name is Aiden and you are a pilgrim. You are not bound to a city or a place but rather in search for something very dear. To you, your very own sister. Without spoiling anything, this is the basic premise that's made known to you with the first minutes of playing Dying Light 2. During these moments, you get to meet new and familiar characters, including ones from the first game. But make no mistake, Huron is now nothing more than a fading memory that you read about in all the newspapers. Your drive of finding your sister brings you to Wilder, the name of possibly the last city in the world, and the place where most of the action takes place in, and this is where the main narrative of Dying Light 2 destines itself as being superior to that of the first game. You will soon come to find out that despite being humanity's last hope for survival, the citizens of Wilder are still quality of the same scenes their forefathers were when civilizations collapsed. Great badly, hunger for power, corruption all seem to be at home in the city that seems to be more divided than humanity itself. But despite this, there is still hope, and through the alliance you will forge, you will get to meet characters from all specters of morality and honor, which brings up to the next big improvement: choice, or should I say the illusion of choice, which if were to be the case, I would say that it was very well executed. Dashland was not kidding when they said that your choices would affect the main narrative. In fact, I will go ahead and say this right now. It's not only a thing you get encounter in the main story missions, but in in not most of the side quests as well. You will see that there's a handy little indicator that resembles a fork in the road that decidedly lets you know if that next particular missions has some decisions making or not, and this has major impact on not just the characters, the narrative. Sometimes it might be a matter of life and death, all the way up to the rewards that you get and the help that you will receive at later points in the game. Just to name a couple of early examples without spoiling too much, there was a very easily side missions that involved at least two endings. From the looks of it, someone was basically selling poison water and was about to face executions because of it. Now you could inherit it and find the real culprit and then face another decisions, either make them face justice or cover for them by accepting their bribe. This is turn would lead up to a chain of events that would cause other people to die or be saved depending on your interventions, and this opens room for so much roleplay and replayability that the first Dying Light simply did not have. This was just one example, was with a couple of characters, and does not include many of the other ones that I did encounter later on under different sermons, simply because I helped them previously, and there's dozens of other stories like Zeus, which makes that 500 hour mark claimed by Techland for 100 completions, do not sound as absurd anymore. Dying Light 2 truly feels like a role-player's paradise. The only downside is that you cannot really make manual saves before taking the use options. In fact, there is no save future since the game does that automatically for you. I guess that makes sense since Techland wants you to have multiplayer playthrough with a different path, but personally I would have preferred it the regular old way. This brings us to the RPG elements. As I have said, this is basically a role player's paradise. While the first game was more action oriented this time around, Dying Light 2 feels a lot more RPG survival-like, and it achieves that in two ways. So let's start with the loot system. It's been completely revamped and made way better this time around. I don't know why, but lately a lot of first-person games, but a lot more emphasis on gear and looks, especially for characters that you don't get to see outside of maybe some cutscenes or the inventory screen. But just like Far Cry, yeah, Dying Light 2 has done, it is as well in way more old school RPG style. So thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, press like button on this video.